The biggest part of the foundation is that we can address problems that are not solvable by one company or one person. So we try to bring together multiple viewpoints and the resources of the entire industry to focus on more complex problems. Over the last 10 years, you've seen the foundation take on its biggest project ever with the PhD and career development grants. SME has a clear vision about being a clearinghouse and the main source for technical information and best practices, part of the industry, and a place where everybody can come together and really share that information. You see that in our bookstore, you see that in our technical programming, you see that in One Mind, etc. The foundation allows us to then use that community effectively and say, hey, here are some less tangible activities that still have very real impacts on our community, still have very real impacts on our companies. Coming to the foundation was, for me, a place where I felt I had access to everything that I needed, and was providing, some energy and some, legwork, right? And that's what the foundation, in a lot of ways, that's really how things started for me with the foundation. And I think that has continued to develop in a very organic way, which is nice. I certainly did not expect to be president of the foundation in my 30s or even in my 40s. That wasn't really the goal. It was what can we do to promote the goals of the foundation? So the strategic plan, which I had mentioned earlier, we went from a strategic plan which basically said, hey, we're here to help provide resources to solving problems in the mining industry. So by inspiring the next generation to meet the needs of a mineral-rich future, we feel very passionately that the foundation is a place where we can bring those people together, show them that it can be done correctly through education and outreach, things like MEC or the Mining and Society Merit Badge, get people engaged, bring them into the industry, and then set them free to do good work. For people my age, we realized that, hey, we don't have to be a billionaire or a media mogul or something like that to make a difference, but in fact, we can, if we all are engaged in doing what we think is, what we're passionate about and supportive of, we can make a difference. It's the wrong message to tell the 25 to 45-year-olds, hey, when you're 50, you'll have something to contribute. That's not true, right? And it doesn't need to be true. And I think that misunderstanding was more perpetuated by young people than it was by older people, right? They weren't sitting in the right meetings. They weren't being bold enough to open the door and go sit in open meetings. I mean, how many meetings are actually closed at the SME? That's not something that changed 10 years ago. It's always been that way. You could go to any meeting you wanted, but you had to show up. You had to listen. You had to raise your hand at the right time and say, oh, I'd like to be involved. Hey, I'll do whatever little thing it is that needs to be done. And then as you got more involved, folks realized, hey, wait a minute, the door is open. I still have to turn the handle though. I still have to pull it open, but I can walk through and I'm actually invited in. If you're waiting for, for the 1% to do it all, there's not enough, there's not enough horsepower there. There's not enough time. There's not enough energy to solve all the problems. So in fact, the full 100% of us need to be working together to solve those problems. And if you say, hey, this isn't the right time for me right now, but 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, man, I'd like to stay involved. I'd like to keep me in mind, but it's not the right time right now. That's not offensive. That is a very mature and positive response. We want people, it's got to be a win-win. We want people to be here at the right time, giving what they can give. So we do, we do our silent auction. We do NSTAs, which is National Science Teacher Association, where we make mineral boxes and give out curriculum through the MEC to provide to science teachers. So there's, giving is a very personal thing. Yes, we will utilize all the funding that we can gather to do things like promoting, scholarships and PhDs and career tenure track career professionals. But we need to, we also need Mining and Society Merit Badge counselors. Come talk to me. I will find places for you to engage, but don't ask for it unless you want it, because we're gonna get into it. There's a ton of opportunities. So if you want in, very easy, just raise your hand. You don't have to come see me. You don't have to look hard. You will find one of our 28 trustees out and about. And if you let Mary Corpy know that you're interested in the foundation, she will tell you everything that you need to know, and we will absolutely find ways for you to be part of our team.